Hi everyone, welcome back to TS Talks. Hope you're doing good, keeping safe. Now, in this one, I'm just talking about the congestion charge. Now, I did a video about probably a couple months or so ago now, where I spoke about how, TfL, well, the plans were to extend the ultra low emission zone to within the north and south circular roads in London from some point in 2021. And, the current recent proposals are that they plan to make the congestion charge be to those zones also. There hasn't yet been a set date of it yet. It hasn't yet been confirmed. I know that both Sadiq Khan and, his mayor rival, Sean Bailey, have both, kind of said that this particular thing they're against because it's going to affect the lives of Londoners. And you know what? For once, I kind of agree with the pair of them, truth be told. Now, already the driving within London's ridiculous. Central London's already a joke. You can't find any parking anywhere. You're better off going there on public transport. If you have to go through central London, you got to pay £15 a day for the congestion charge. If your car means you've got to pay that ULEZ, you've got to pay that as well, meaning that you're paying £27.50 a day. Bearing in mind that's 7 days a week. And now you want to make the congestion charge extend to with basically most of London. Like, you got to be taking the mick. Like, it's quite evident that, there's currently a thing where, they're trying to clamp down on cars in London because with the ultra low emission zone charge, the congestion charge, even when I spoke about it, the whole putting most of the roads down to 20 miles per hour, bus lane here, cycle lane here, even the bus lanes on a sly, they've been changing all of them, to 24/7 without much notice. It's just like, yeah, you know what, you're thinking your same bus lane is, maybe 4 to 7 in the evening on a Monday to Friday. You drive through it and you get the thing for the post. Yeah, it's 24/7. Cool, So all of it seems like a war against drivers. But I think this one is like where you're taking it too far and you're kind of taking the mick. And, what it will do is it will affect a lot of businesses, and it's going to affect so much people, like local councils, like, some councils make proper paper off of, permit holders, and people will sell cars because of this. We're like, right, but I ain't driving no more. Scrap that. That was my first thing when I saw it on Friday evening. I was like, what? Let that thing come true. I'm selling my car. I'm not paying no £15 a day to drive my car. You want me to pay £15 a day just to drive my car? You got to be kidding me. Like, cars ain't cheap, Regardless whether you buy your car outright, you got your car on finance, you're leasing a car. Cars ain't cheap. You got your everyday, petrol, all this other stuff. It ain't cheap. And especially in London, you can just about find places to park. And people are meant to pay £15 a day to do what? Go to flipping Woods Green, go to Westfield. No. Especially places like Westfield and that will suffer. And all them little smaller shopping centres, because people are like, I'm not paying no money to go to the shopping centre, and I ain't going there on the bus or on the train, so I just won't go. I'll just shop online. What they need to understand is all these things will cause a lot of problems. People have been driving more this year because, you said, social distance, don't really travel on public transport where possible. And then now you're coming with the dumbness. I've even heard talks about a proposed charge on the Blackwall Tunnel. Like, you gotta be kidding me. And I've heard that most of this is part of the bailout from the government. And you know what? Both Sadiq Khan and Sean Bailey need to hold the government to account and say, nah, this can't be done. And you know what? If it is done, it is what it is. But it just goes to show everything's all about money with these people. They make it seem like, oh yeah, we care and it saves lives, walk where possible and all this other stuff. Like, nah, man, that's not the case. There's people that work like out of London, like places like Hatfield and that travel into like places like King's Cross, Euston, on a daily basis to go work. And they've been told, oh yeah, like, don't take public transport. Well, man ain't gonna cycle for flipping 3 hours to get to work, are they? They're gonna jump in their car and they're gonna be like, oh yeah, well, you must pay. You must pay £27 a day to come to drive. You lot must be kidding me. You know, I just think it's bang out of order. Personally, it makes me sick to the core when I hear stuff like this. And I think it makes me feel even more sick being a driver myself. You know, I've paid my congestion charge fees at times when, you know, I've had to use it. And, you know, that ain't cool. All of that stuff adds up. You know, £15 a day. Bearing in mind, it's a 7-day-a-week thing now. That's over £100 a week. Who's got that? What, to drive their car? You know, I know where the current zone is before the pandemic. If you lived in it, you got a 90% discount. But I don't want to have to pay to drive my car. Like, I already got to pay road tax, yet the road's got potholes all over the damn place. You know, you got to pay insurance. You know, petrol ain't cheap. Some people say, oh, well, you know, if you compare it to this country, it's okay. Like, nah, man, these things cost money, you know. So be it. If you want me to pay £15 a day to drive my car, you know, you make sure all these employees don't up wages. But guess what? They ain't going to do that, because that's what happens. Everything else in terms of price seems to go up, yet people's wages. So what do you expect people to do? So I'll tell you what will happen is people will scrap driving their cars. People will sell cars and do things like Zipcar. I have a car and I use Zipcar now when I need to. And you know what? Truth be told, if it comes about it, yeah, man, bun it. I'll get a Zipcar. You know, I'll up my plan on the Zipcar, you know. So be it. But, you know, hopefully both Khan and Bailey are able to hold these people to account and, you know, say, oh, like, this ain't going to happen, you know. Because I'll tell you what, there'll be a massive uproar by it. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave it on that, because otherwise I'll be going on for the next couple hours about it. But yeah, I'm not impressed with the sounds of that at all. It just seems like 1 minute is one message from the government, then on the sly, you know, they're trying to do things to be like, oh yeah, you know what we said, oh, don't worry about what we said, we're gonna do this now. Man, you know, you say things in life, you got to be held accountable to it, and you got to provide answers which are, you know, valid and make sense. And yeah, man, that's it for me. That's my thoughts on it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you haven't already done so, go ahead and subscribe button now. And I'll catch you next time. Peace.